Hi everyone, we've got a question here which is a popular kind of question these days, which is to do with completing the square. It seems to be quite a popular theme in EDEXCEL exam questions to kind of like come up with some weird variant of completing the square. Who knows why, but this theme is being continued with this particular question. So it says, sketch the graph of y equals x squared minus 6px minus 7, where p is greater than 0, showing the coordinates of the turning point in terms of p and the coordinates of the intercept with the y-axis. You must show all of your working. So I think what's a little bit tricky for students perhaps at GCSE, and what makes this like a sort of grade 9 question, is the way we've got algebra in here. So let's just have a look and see what we've got. So we've got y is equal to x squared minus 6px minus 7. So the first thing to notice is that when we're completing the square, we always halve the coefficient that's in front of the x. So to write this in completing the square form, we're going to write x minus 3p all squared, and then we're going to take away that 3p squared minus 7, because that's what we do. We always halve this coefficient when it goes in the brackets, and then we always take that away squared. So therefore that's going to go to y is equal to x minus 3p squared minus 9p squared minus 7. Now let's think about this in terms of our coordinates of our turning point. So you might remember, let's go to the more generic. If we have x add a squared add b, this is how you're more used to seeing completing the square. And you may or may not remember that when it's written like this, the coordinate of the turning point, which means the minimum or maximum of the quadratic, is given by minus ab. So the key thing to remember is you change the sign of this one, but you keep this one the same, okay? And they're using the language turning point, which again, not everybody is always familiar with at GCSE, but what turning point means is the coordinate of the maximum or minimum of the curve, sometimes referred to as the vertex. So in this, what does that mean for us in this one here? So it means the coordinate of the turning point is we're going to change the sign of that minus 3p, so it'll be positive 3p, and think of this whole thing as being one term. So that would be minus 9p squared minus 7 is like the y value, okay? So the coordinate of that turning point is going to be 3p minus 9p squared minus 7. So let's begin sketching it. The other thing we need to know, so we now know the coordinates of the turning point. We're told that p is greater than 0. Okay, so that's really good. The other thing we need to know is we need to know where it intercepts the y-axis. Okay, now we find out that something cuts the y-axis where x is equal to 0. So when x is equal to 0 in our equation, y is equal to x squared minus 6px minus 7, we're going to have y is going to equal 0 minus 7. So in other words, it's going to intercept the y-axis over here at 0 minus 7. Okay, so 0 minus 7 is that point of intersection there. Just make that more clearly visible as a minus. Minus 7, there we go, 0 minus 7. Okay, so let's now think about sketching the rest of the curve. Now let's consider the y coordinate. Okay, so let's look at this y coordinate. We're told that p is greater than 0. So anyway, p squared is going to be positive. So we've got negative times positive. So that part is going to be negative. And then we take away 7. So we know we must be below the x-axis. This coordinate is 3p and p is greater than 0. So we must be to the right of the y-axis. So that means that we have to be in this quadrant down here. So I think that means that we can sensibly say that our curve is going to look something like this, okay? Because we know the y coordinate has to be negative, and that is 3p. The x coordinate has to be positive, and that is minus 9p squared minus 7, like so. That's our coordinate there of our turning point. And there's our coordinate of where we intersect the y-axis. And I think that's it, isn't it? There's nothing else that's required there. It says showing the coordinates of the turning point in terms of P and the coordinates of the intercept with the y-axis. You must show all your working. Yeah, that's that one done. Perfect. A little bit of an unusual question there. I hope you found that helpful. As always, if you're finding these videos helpful, if you could remember to like and subscribe to the channel, that's going to help me keep on making more videos moving forward. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.